Is it working? Let's see. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? I think so. Just let me know. I wanted to do this earlier, but I kept um I had to I'm messing around with OBS. I'm not using StreamYard right now because I'm by myself. I'm trying to up the quality, so this should be 1080p for you guys. Um, audio, check audio. You can hear me? Okay. Happy New Year, Sergeant J. Addicted, what's up, buddy? Huck, what's up, dude? Beautiful. Okay. Because I had a shit ton of updates to do for OBS because I've just been using that as like a pass through to StreamYard. But StreamYard's kind of dog poop for quality unless you pay for it, or it's good for if I have people on here. But I'm getting back into the old doing it myself, so I had to redo all my OBS. That's what I've been doing all morning. Happy New Year, Bob. What's up? Cheers if you can. It might be early for you, but this is America, so. But yeah, I figured I found a spot. I sound far away. Do I sound far away to anybody else? If I sound far away to anybody else, let me know. Because that's something I can work on. Sounds just right to you? Okay. It might be you, Bob. Someone else, let me know. Because, like I said, I've been messing with a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm far away. Yeah. But if my audio sounds good for everybody else, just Bob, it might be you, buddy. Um, I did mess with stuff, so it could be that. Just let me know. But yeah, yeah, I had to do some messing around with OBS, and for I had to reconnect my account for some reason. It would just wasn't connecting, so it was just me just troubleshooting most of the morning, listening to a podcast as I did it. Sounds clear, but your volume should be low. I got you full blast, and it still sounds low. All right, yeah, I could turn that up. Give me a second. How's that? Does that sound better? If it's still a little low, let me know. I can go back into my settings. Sorry, guys. I know this is the first stream. I'm not. Oh, not first stream, but first stream of the year. Messing with this, so I can adjust this some more in one of the other settings I have. Good now. All right, cool. Because I have a setup kind of like how people stream video games. Because I used to stream video games, so like there's a lot of guys just hit go live, but I have microphone, three cameras, OBS, stream softwares, microphone software. So how many RCs am I up to right now? I actually just sold two of them. I sold the Pro Moto, and I sold the new EXB Creighton, just because I I have so many. So the EXP Creighton is fantastic. The new one, I'm a big fan of it. But my drive style, the Notorious, is more my style. But I can count them for you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 27. So 27, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to do a live stream on New Year's Eve, but One, it was actually pretty chilly here. I don't have heat out here, and it was like it literally got down to like the low 30s by the time I was done work, and I was just beat, dude. I just wanted to chill. I literally passed out by like 10 at night, and it like rained all day yesterday. So today we're gonna do some wrenching. I gotta. This is the Mega Crane on the bench. I'll swap cameras for you. The 12S Beast Mega Crane. I got a shock leak in here. I got two snap supports in the front. I got to fix. One of these screws is backed out back here. Just like basic maintenance. I got to go over it. That's it. Yeah, right. Just basic maintenance on this because, like I was saying earlier, I found a spot down the road that I can just drive the side by side to. That looks kind of cool. I want to make a kicker ramp because it like drops down. I think it'd be cool to launch stuff. I think the Mega Crate will do really good there. So need to go over this bad boy. Yeah, I think that's all of them. 27. If you count the full Savage, that's just in parts in a box. That'd be 28, but I don't. I'm considering that parts, but it's literally an entire Savage that I can put together. Bench. Make sure everything's swapping for you guys. Again, I had to redo everything. Okay, yeah. So we got the Mega Crate on the Mega Crate boys. Beast mode. Absolute beast mode. Huge motor. Big. Look at the size of this big ass ESC, dude. 12S ESC is insane. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go over that. We got the Vitavon bulkheads front and rear. I did have plastic on it, but they did not hold up. I'm normally not a metal bulkhead kind of guy, but with this much power and weight, it needed them. I do tend to snap these front supports here, or these eyelet things on these supports across here, but that's by design. Since the bulkheads are metal now, I want the inertia to go somewhere, and I'd rather snap these than this be all metal and then start snapping centers and stuff. So these are easy enough and cheap enough to replace. Because normally I like to run plastic bulkheads, and most of the time you either snap an arm or something like that. But with those being metal, the inertia needs to go somewhere, and I'd rather snap these ends than anything else. Cheers. But yeah, we got this front shock leak in here. This back arm is all loose. I need to back that screw out, put a new screw in there. Uh, ends on here. I'm not sure if this is loose or not. I gotta take a look at that. But yeah, we're getting there. This thing's an absolute animal. Until you run like a legit 12S rig, it's like a whole different animal, dude. It really is. Start with the easy one first. Back these bad boys out. I like to keep the little clips though. So what's everybody up to, man? What was your favorite RC car you got last year? It doesn't have to be like one that came out last year necessarily, just something that you picked up. And I have extra of these and ends like crazy. So again, that's why I did that because with the Mega Crane, it comes with extended aluminum ends because the front ends extended. Those I put towards the middle and have the plastics in the front just so that's a weak point. Again, there's a rhyme. There's a reason to when I do stuff. It might look kind of weird and not make sense to people, but it's been working out for me. I set up things differently. Like my 8S Outcast, that's plastic bulkheads front and rear. They hold up pretty well in there. But this, like I said, being 12S, the extra weight and power, it needed to be I needed the aluminum. Yeah, let me know if there's any video issues, audio issues, anything like that. Please let me know because I was messing with settings all morning. So before you do that, we're gonna get this under one done. Nag 2 Lozy 24 scale to race around the house with my dog. Dude, that's sick, dude. That's probably a lot of fun, huh? Those little rigs are perfect for that too. How old's your daughter? That's cool that you guys do that. And I have the third camera. Once I start doing the shock and stuff, I'll move that. But me doing this, the top camera makes the most sense right now because you see my arm and stuff in the way. Pull the pin. Pin out of the way. Pop this pin back in. And boom. So, like I said, I purposely leave these plastic. Metal ones are back here. I have to replace them every 2-3 runs if I take some really hard front end impacts. But again, I'd much rather do that than have that inertia go somewhere else and start snapping knees or have it all pushed to the back and then ripping apart the center and stuff. So it's actually been holding up really well. Yeah, those mini Lozies, man, they're pretty cool. You really like your Creighton Vesla with the custom decals on it. Cracking. Favorite 2020. Yeah, dude, I need to get my Vesla back out. I was actually looking at that today. I put those knobby tires on there and stuff because the tires it comes with, I was not a fan. I still want to do the elimination for the slipper in there because I really think that's a stupid design on their part. I'm gonna get that elimination kit. Did the full MTC on it? Hell yeah. Yeah, we go to the track in Hobbytown every now and then. He's about 12. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Uh, RC Crew, New Jersey. I think I seen you in here earlier. Yeah, RC Crew. I just wanted to say hi to you. Sorry, I think I might have missed that. How you doing, buddy? I haven't spoke to you in a minute. Come on. I don't know if that's too tight or what. Where's my jeweler's hammer? These are super nice to have. A little jeweler's hammer for pins and stuff because you're not whacking it enough where it hurts. So like that was lined up. It was just a little snug. So just tapping it with that was perfect. I used to use my screwdrivers and stuff, but these little jeweler hammers are really handy. You eliminate it on yours, but I still need to change gearing. Mine takes so long to get up. Yeah, dude, the gearing's weird on it. Or just change to stronger engine. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna gear it. But yeah, when I get the elimination kit, I'm gonna get gears at the same time because there are plastic gears in there. And every Baja I own, I I strip those immediately. I think that's part of the reason why they have a slipper in there, so they can run the plastic gears and be a little safer. But yeah, I'm gonna swap out to the eliminate the slipper, and get the metal gears. That's awesome. I got, yeah, dude. Harbor Freight. They're cheap, and it comes with different ends, and like they screw out, and I just leave the flat end on because it's a little heavier, and then the rounded end. But for pins and stuff, dude, I'm telling you, super nice. Happy New Year, CSL. How you doing, buddy? I'm considering this my New Year's Eve one live because it was too cold to come out here, and um, I was just beat. I was getting yelled at work all day doing customer service. Beautiful. So easy fix. Again, that's why I leave those plastic. I can do that in the field. 2 minutes, you're good to go. Um, so that's that. There's this back screw here. I'm gonna swap cameras for you guys, and I'll show you what happened here. So you can see that screw right here, backed out, and it looks like it's bent, so it's all wobbly and whatnot. So we're gonna take that out and replace it with a new screw. I got a, I got a bunch of them. So I want to. Does anybody know if M2C makes stickers? Because if they do, I'm gonna take EXB off and put M2C. Because this is literally the only thing that's like real Creighton about this is the arms, the connectors, and the shocks and the shock towers. So it's literally just an M2C rig because it's extended, all that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna back this out. Looks like yeah. Look how far. Look how much I play. Looks like a bigger Allen. See y'all. I'm also addicted to these mini toolboxes for Harbor Freight. I got the first one kind of as like a joke. I was like, oh, it's cute. And I started putting stuff in it. I'm like, wow, these are actually super handy. And now I have five of them. It's going to spin. That's actually a pretty good angle. How's it look, guys? It should be in 1080p. No, that stupid 720 trash anymore. Back this bad boy out. Oh, yeah, she's bad. Come on. Yeah, you can. I don't know if that picks up on camera, but she's bent. And I actually have a longer one here that I'm going to put in there just so that doesn't happen again. Check out this end real quick, make sure this threads are okay. I don't know if this going to come out the other end though. Hopefully it does. If I put a longer screw in here, because I'm fine with the threads poking out the other end, but I don't know if it will. I actually prefer the threads to poke out the other end. Nope, that sucks. Might have to put another short one in there. Because I think this is too long. My goal was to have it poke out the other side. threads come out the other side, but it might be too long. No, that actually might work. They won't poke out, but they actually might be good. Boom. Let's angle this up just a smidge. Because that's definitely shorter. So I'm hoping that this longer one won't stop before I completely seed it. So we'll see. It might be just enough. Still not tight enough. No, it's too long. That sucks. I really want to run a longer screw tip through that. Are you kidding me? It's okay. I have a shorter one we can put in there. I was just hoping I could run that longer one in there. I might put some blue Loctite on it just to keep it from backing out again because it was just a smidge longer, but that's fine. Let's leave this on one. Let's see. Same thread. Could be the same length. Yeah, that one's just a little bent. So before we put this one in, keep this from backing out again, we're going to toss just a smidge of blue Loctite on her. Red, blue, red, blue. Just a little dot, a little dab. So what are you getting into today? I think Sergeant J said he was going to go. He was getting ready to go bash. All done. We got to flip it around, check the other side. Once I fix this shock, the shock is leaking. I don't know what weight fluid I'm going to go with. I might just toss 60 in there. I forget what I put in there, so. Yeah, nice and tight now. A little bit of blue Loctite should help that. I think it's the second time that's happened with this. We're going to toss this screw away so I don't use it. or try to use it for something. Oh man, my tractor's way over there. How's everybody's New Year, man? What you guys do? Yeah, another mini toolbox from Harbor Freight. So handy, dude. It's the one I keep all my bits in. All right, as you can see, it sells dirt on here. All the shock juice dripped out. This one's good. This one, shock juice came out. So gotta get this bad boy. Pop the shock off and put new shock juice in there. Cheers if you can. Sipper. Beautiful. And it looks like it didn't even pick up the drill when I used it. My mic. Yep. Let me know if it's too quiet. Because I can add some background noise. You're upstairs to get totally distracted. Slept in today. All good, dude. Audio is good. Beautiful. Yeah, and check this out. Like my microphone is like right here. So listen. I was literally running it right on the microphone touching it, this drill. Hello. Hello. So you might have heard it while I was talking, but it could be it's pretty sick. Now RC, what's up, buddy? Just doing some maintenance on the Mega Creighton. She's leaking. Oh, that's probably no fluid in there. Look at all that dirt on there. So we gotta put some shock juice in here. Just getting us ready for bashing this year. Got to get this bad boy out. What's up, dog? My dog just came in here. What's up, pup? Phone smiles. Yeah, for real, dude. The New Year was cool. Was chilling with Ava and Katie, watching ball drop. Their noise. Hell yeah, dude. Very nice. But yeah, so much dirt. You fell asleep at 9. Yeah, I was sleeping by 10. Like I said, I was gonna do it live, but it was too cold. I was beat up and tired. I was like, hey, I'm just going to bed. So we're gonna actually try to clean this and get as much dirt off as I can. What's this big heart do? What? What'd you say? I don't understand what you're saying, bud. Totally lost what you're getting at, bud. Oh, when someone heart reacts, it just shows up on screen. That's all that does. And I'm gonna use one of the new company's ESC motor combos, XC ESCs. It's called. No, I haven't. I didn't even know about those. Never heard of them. You lose it. Using it on your limitless build has been super quality. Hell yeah, dude. It's good to hear. Yeah, floating hearts on the screen are just when people hit the heart thing. Beautiful. Not perfect, but it'll do. We're gonna again. I'd be surprised if there's even fluid in here. Very little. Oh, I see why. See that it's might not show up on camera, but it's dented. That little bladder, see it where it's indented? That's where the juice was coming from. It wasn't seated all the way. That's on me. I think I already changed these fluids. So where's my picks at? I got a pick right here. Yeah, you see that's all indented now. If I can hold it, see that? That's why. I didn't have it seated all the way, and it crushed it. I think I have a spare one of these in an old shock, so we'll probably replace that. We'll also, not all the fluid, but most of it. It looks about 60, so we're gonna just go with 60. I think I have 60 here. That's 60K. Here's 60 weight. Yeah, RC, you take it easy, buddy. Come back, hang out with us sometime. Put some more 60 in here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was 60 in there. Let those air bubbles settle. Let's move the shock a little bit. Let that settle. We need to see if I have one of those bladders. So I have stock. These are the stock shocks from the crate. Right here, from the Outcast 8S originally. These run the Outcast even to this day runs the Creighton rear shocks all the way around, but these are before the EXBs were even a thing. But I replaced those on my stock ones with EXB versions when the EXB first came out. So there should be a bladder in here I can take if I can hold this. Spin into my hand. You guys might cringe, but I'm not grabbing threads, so worst comes to worst, I'll just take some of the anodizing off. Yep, there's a bladder right there we can take. Yeah, that one's in way better shape. It's not all crushed. This has juice in it still. Gonna have to drain this so it doesn't go all over the parts in there because it's not gonna have a bladder. Should be good enough. Wipe her up. I am gonna put this bent bladder in there for now. Yeah, you can see how it's all distorted. That's why she was leaking. If I wanna, yeah, let's just put the OG one back on. Caught Beardley on the weekend. What up, brother? What's up, Lotus? How you doing, man? Just doing some maintenance on the MTC Mega Crane. Just basic stuff. We had a shock leak in. One of the bent screws I replaced. Two of the things in the front, the brace plastic things broke. Yeah, Lois, it has been a minute. It's in there. Let's try to put a new towel. Try not to crush this one, because again, that's totally my fault. Why the shock juice is leaking? It was not seated right. Start working Saturdays. Yeah, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Actually, before I even touch that, let's get this shit out of here. Are you working? Oh no, it's Sunday. My days are all messed up. So this one doesn't get crushed. Let's make sure it's actually seated all the way. Should be good. It's always seated now. Off today. Very nice, dude. Yeah, me? I'm off today. I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. Cool to see you guys all doing this. I'm trying to get back into it. My second back fusion healed up, so I can start running more cars. I just gotta fix a few. My Twitter sags bad in the back. Hell yeah, dude! I'm glad. I'm glad you're coming back, buddy. It's a good hobby for sure. Just take your time, man. You can't do too much. Just a little at a time, dude. Good hobby for sure. I always say if your bills are paid, your family's taken care of, why not? You know. I like how that one's set. Can't wait to get back into videos again. Yeah, dude. You and me both, bro. We get my. Yeah. I've been good, man. Can't complain, really. Same old, dude. Guy had shock flowers. These are so handy, dude. These shock pliers, you can grab shock shafts with them, so you don't score them up. And uh, what's it called? You can grab shock bodies with them. You can pop these balls in and out with it. It has a tire vent thing I never used, but just for shock building, they're super nice to have. That uh Techno kit is back in stock. That monster truck, that thing, like I said, just looking at the way the geometry is on the shocks, dude, I think probably handles like a dream. I've been getting the urge to build another kit. Crazy busy with the family and still RC, but edited edited it much. Few shorts. Very nice, dude. Yeah, nice tool. Yeah, dude, it's super handy. I don't even know. It's a dynamite one, I think. Yeah, it's a dynamite one. I don't even know if they make it anymore. They might, but it's so handy, dude. It's very specific, but like how I just grabbed it with channel locks instead of because I forgot I had this tool. Like you can just grab even that's a fifth scale shock. So and you can grab the shock shaft itself and not score it up while you're putting the ends on and stuff. Um, really crank down on it and not really worry about hurting your shocks. Super handy. Can you do it without it? Absolutely. I did it for years, but that is super handy to have. All right. Put the shock back on. I think this is semi close to what this one's at. Yeah. We're not racing, we're just bashing, so I'm not too worried about how accurate it is. Beautiful. Oh, that's still nice and free flowing. Dude, this Mega Crane is a whole different animal, though, guys. I'm telling you, man. You ever get a chance to run one or something like it? It's a whole different beast, dude. Like, really is. Like, for real. All right. All right, Wrong. You take it easy, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in here. Doing good. Man, our stuff slowed down a bit, but still doing it. Yeah, dude. Same thing here. Like, as you guys can tell. But I'm trying to push a little harder this year. Yeah, it's nice and free flowing. Cough. Cough again. I believe the shorter one goes on top. Yeah. Put this bad boy in here. Sorry, my arm's like right in front of the camera. I just realized that, guys. One, two. And that clutch is set on a 6, so I just want to go there and just make sure they just have a little snug to them because it clicked a little bit while I was backing them out, so it should be right about where it was. Beautiful. Very nice. I think that's it for this side. Just gotta spot check the other side. I got to, if you guys know what I do in my ESCs and like this fan here, these fans have screen on them, like screen door screen. Helps a ton from stuff getting in there and jamming your fans up. And if you guys are looking for solid fans for batching, I've been having really good luck with the NHX metal body fans. Don't get the plastic, get the metal body fans. They've been holding up really, really good. Not a sponsor, just saying it works. So I'm gonna change cameras. I'm gonna put you guys over here, like so. All right. Forget what I got this razor blade out for. Oh, when I do the screen. So I'm gonna swap this around. Put my choc juice back up here. What's in the box? What's up, buddy? Hey, Ben. Let's take a look. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That's nice and snug, this one. I might still back that out and tighten it. That's the screw we fixed on the other end back there. Let me swap. And just want to make sure it stays good. This one's pretty good too. It's nice and snug. Got all kinds of shit wrapped around this. Oh my god. I don't know what that's from. Yeah, I got all kinds of rope or whatever wrapped around this. Probably like remnants of a dog toy. That's pretty good. Beautiful. Enjoyed the enjoying the first snow with your Bigfoot? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I think I seen the thumbnail for that. What did you just post it or how recent was that? I see somebody ripping in the snow. If it wasn't you, it was somebody else. Oh, that's nice and snug compared to the other side. Those ends are good. It's just a spot check. But again, I'll show you guys a better angle here. So if you notice, I put screen on these here. You'd be surprised how much that helps. Like, it's insane. Keeps the fans alive. This ESC hasn't had it yet. I normally put them all my ESCs, but for some reason this 12S I haven't done it to it yet. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put screen up here, and then these vent holes in the back, so it can still vent. I don't cover here because it gets warm. It wouldn't hurt it, but I don't really mess with the aluminum bit, like the heat sink itself. I just cover up because I can't tell you how many times I pull sticks and rocks and stuff out of these. It's really annoying. So much fun without four wheel drive. Yeah, dude, I can bet. I bet. Yep, 2 days ripping the mini max in the snow, and today is the tracks Bigfoot. Hell yeah, dude. It's badass. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Yeah, yeah. Glad to see you guys are back chatting. It's good. When I don't lie for a little bit, I'm like, man. And I want to say, I don't wear pit vipers. Ironically, I like those sunglasses. Tony. No, I'm kidding. I like CCXRC. I just find it funny. His pictures with the mullet and the pit vipers and stuff. But I don't wear them ironically. I like them sunglasses. Pit Viper is nice. Yeah, dude. I want to get one of their flags for up there near the Coors Banquet flag. You picked up the 50th. Yeah, dude, that's sick. So I think how I'm gonna do this. Just hold those. I'm gonna take these screws out. Oh, wrong camera. I'm gonna take these screws out and then figure out how I want to put my screen. And then I normally glue it in the middle and then work my way out and then trim as I go. I want to turn down the latency or the delay on my stream next time because I have good enough internet where I can do that and not affect the stream at all. Let's see. What size are you? Beautiful. Your son got pit vipers for baseball. Definitely like the feel on these lenses. Are noise. Yeah, dude. They're actually not bad. I get the polarized ones. I also have the limited edition Twisted Tea ones. And my one buddy when I used to work in the one restaurant, he uh he was having a son, so I got him baby pit vipers because they make baby pit vipers for babies. Who would have guessed baby pit vipers were for babies? Red Cat ice cream truck, that's a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. You turned out very well. 65 plus. Yeah, I want to. I need to set my OBS on my gaming PC. Not gonna lie, I was playing Power Washing Simulator 2 the other day for way longer than I thought. It's just like a mindless game. It's so fun. All right, so I'm just gonna take a hunk of this. So I can be real accurate right now. We'll trim it down to size as we place it. This is literally a brand new razor blade. Trim this down a little bit more. That's how we're going to start it. I used to do this from the inside, but if you're not careful with that, it can poke down and stop the fan. So I've just been doing them external now. So I'm going to cover that in there. And again, it's a screen, so it's going to let airflow in. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that was an ice cream truck. I was just looking at the undercarriage. The undercarriage is crazy looking. Yeah, I didn't even notice it was an ice cream truck. I knew it was like a box truck. I normally do this with tire glue. I don't know if this grizzly glue is gonna dry fast enough. Sucks. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it's grizzly glue. I like to use like tire glue, but I don't think I have tire glue anymore. I think I'm out. I thought I had super glue. The super glue works for this because it's just holding it in one spot. Yeah, that grizzly glue is gonna take forever to set. I swear I have super glue. Might be out. That sucks. You can try hot glue, but I never use hot glue. Damn, that blows. I think. Hold on. Let me see. I might have glue. I have a toolbox. I have a toolbox over there that I use to fletch arrows for my bow. See if that flexion glue will work. All right, what's in the box? You take it easy, buddy. So this flexion glue should work. Again, it's meant for arrows, but it should be acceptable. Yeah, it's way nicer than the excuse me grizzly glue. Obviously, when you do this, you're gonna want to. Sorry, wrong camera. You're gonna want to take your time and not get it in the fan. Obviously, you could take the shroud off and do the outside and put it back on, but we're not doing that. Yeah, see, it's already starting to set up. It doesn't completely dry until like 24 hours, but it sets up in like 30 seconds. Beautiful. All right, let's. We're gonna do a little bit on the corner here. I normally just do enough, just like tack it down, and I'll go through and make sure it's all good. But I normally start in the middle, and I do the four corners. Then I try to keep some pressure on it so the glue actually comes through the screen and holds it. And I also put the screen over the screw holes, but then I'll just cut like an X with a razor blade when I go to put a screw in. Yeah, see, it's already set. Beautiful. Take our time, let that sit a little bit. I meant to do this like when I first built this truck. Oh, what's in the box? Posted his video. Go check it out. What's in the box? So again, I'm gonna do four corners, and then I'll probably tack it. I'll probably cut it here, tack it around that other vent, let it sit a little bit, and then go through with more glue, and then trim it, and she should be good. Again, it's a little tedious, but man, it saves so many of my fans once I started doing this. Burnsy talks crap on it, but Burnsy's just a hater. Yeah, I'm trying to do this and show you guys as I do it, but it's kind of hard. I'm gonna try to work around the camera, but it might not work. We'll see. It doesn't take a lot of glue, and again, be careful not to get it in the fan itself. What I do is do like a light squeeze and just run it along where the plastic is, and keep pressure on it like this. And this is why I like to use like super glue or this glue, because the glue, it takes a while to set up. You'd be stuck like this for a minute. Say glue. Yeah, I know. That's what I used to do, but I don't have it. So I used to use that too, but I'm all out. All I have is Gorilla Glue and flexion glue for my arrows for archery. So I'm using the flexion glue. Let that set up a little bit. Yeah, come get it. I'm not in a rush, man. What else am I gonna do? You know? Yeah. See, it's already starting to set up. Beautiful. How's the quality look? Anybody watching at 1080p or is everybody on their phone? Just curious, because it looks good on my screen. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it on that on fletching glue because I normally when I fletch my arrows, I put them on the carbon shaft, let it sit for 30 seconds, put the other one on, and just let it cure. So we'll see. I'm not too worried about it, dude. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry, man. I'm gonna go from this side now. It really doesn't take that long. Almost. It'd be good. Beautiful. Not too shabby, man. Let's go and 1080p on PC. Hell yeah, bro. Like I said, I'm trying to keep like a certain quality. So I'm like anal about the audio, or I ask right when it starts, how everything sounds, because I'm not the kind of guy who's just gonna hit go live and hope for the best. Yeah, this is already something that it's already dry. Beautiful. Should really unplug it. They're so tight though. I don't wanna. I'm not dealing with that. We're just gonna do one of these. Where is? Of course, it's not long enough. All right, storm of life, bro. Where is? There we go. Now we can do some better gluing. Am I mic'd up? No, I have a Blue Yeti right here, right there, and then I have the Blue Yeti going into my laptop. Focus, and then I have a mic thing that helps block out background noise. That's why I tell you if it's too quiet, let me know. I can adjust it. But earlier I was running the drill on the mic and it wasn't picking it up. So yeah, I used to have a Bluetooth. I used to wear Bluetooth headphones and do it that way back in the old shop. But I have the Blue Yeti here now. Yeah, and then my old earbuds, these Bose ones I used to use for my old lives, that blocks out a lot of that too. So, but yeah, that the Blue Yeti for the price is a really good mic. And then like I said, I'm running a software on my laptop that blocks out a lot of the background noise. Now we wait. Giant 5393. What's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, man. We're just putting some screen on my 12S Hobby Wing ESC fan to keep junk from getting in there. I do this to all my ESCs. It's a little um, takes a little bit of time, but the payoff is worth it. From the Netherlands, hell yeah, dude. That dry. We're not gonna do it anymore until that sets up a little bit because I did a big piece there. And then, like I said, we're gonna trim here, do this back vent. It should be good, and that fan should be safe for a while. But again, it's tedious. It's boring to do, but I'm telling you, it saves so many of my fans doing that. It's nuts. What are you getting into today, Giant Man? What are you up to? How's the RC life treating you, buddy? So yeah, once that sets up a little bit more, because it's already basically done, I'm gonna go through and trim it a little bit, and we'll come through again and make sure it's held down tight everywhere, and then put the screws back in. So we're gonna do some trimming. Boom. What's the camera on the stand? All three cameras are the same camera. It's a LG 920C, or yeah, Logitech C920. Yeah, that's what they are. Logitech C920. I have one for my face cam, one for my bench cam, and the third cam. They're all the same. They're not the best webcam out there, but they do 1080p, 30 frames per second, which is all I need for this. And they live out in the garage in the heat, the cold. I've only ever had one um, break on me, and that was the original one I got years ago when I used to do streaming on Twitch. So I wasn't even mad. It was super old. So they've been holding up great. This one, sometimes the top one takes a little bit to focus, but again, they're affordable and they work great. The one looking down is supposed to, yeah, it's because it's up high. Is it a little clearer now? Sometimes it has a hard time focusing from the top because especially being up so high. Yeah, you see, and then it'll focus. But as you get further away, because again, they aren't the best webcams. They take a little bit to focus. Yeah, when your hands are front. Yeah, because it's a webcam. It's not meant to pick up from far away. If I do one of these, it should focus a little better. Yeah, see, a little blurry, but not horrible. I see dog feet. But yeah, like I said, they're not the super high end or nothing. Let's cut this here. Oop. What are you doing? Drop it. Hey, drop it. No. Sorry, my dog was trying to eat a receipt. Oop. There. Bob, what's up, dude? I actually wiped them down before the live. All three of them. I appreciate that, Giant. Thanks, buddy. It started with one, the one that actually eventually blew up, and then I got two, and then I got a third one. Then I got the Stream Deck, so I can swap with just a click of a button instead of trying to find it in OBS and do all that. Still work in progress, you know. Things could get better, as always, you know. I think I have one, not to sound like a cocky asshole, but I think I have one of the better live stream setups for wrenching on RC cars. I'm sure there's people that have a better setup, but like even when I have stuff that's big and has to go off in the middle of the shop, I can get cameras there and stuff. So GoPro and Ace Pro, yeah, dude, that's fine. That works. Kamikaze, dude, what is up, bro? I'm doing good, man. Just working on the Mega Creighton 12S. Just putting some screen on my ESC. If you guys don't know Kamikaze, go check him out. That's nuts if you don't know him. Nobody bashes like he does, man. But yeah, just doing some maintenance for 2026, bro. I need to start pumping out some content, dude. I got lazy, and then life happened, you know. But yeah, if you guys don't know him, go check him out, bro. Let me see. I'm putting his link in our chat right now. Let's see. Paste. That's Kamikaze's channel. He has a bunch of followers and stuff on Instagram and stuff. I follow him on Instagram. I don't really do anything on Instagram, but I'm telling you, nobody bashes like he does. Sorry, I'm kind of excited that you're here, buddy. Man, your videos are crazy. But super cool dude too. I had the pleasure of meeting Kamikaze in person at the um, Arma Armageddon. Um, cool dude, man. Definitely worth a watch, man. But yeah, dude. Other than that, just doing some basic maintenance for this year. I like to run this screen on my ESCs. Keeps the fans from getting all clogged and blowing them up, especially on this ESC. Last thing I want is this 12S ESC to go up in smoke, because that would not be good. It's the first time you ever came into a live, Kamikaze. Much appreciated, buddy. And then I normally just hold it down until it firms up a little bit, and that's done. Again, if you guys haven't had a pleasure of running a 12S rig, give it a shot. It's different, dude. Yeah, Lois, you can definitely run mine, dude. 100%. Glad to be here. Much appreciated, dude. Like I said, if you guys don't know Kamikaze, definitely go check him out. Kamikaze, hit me up on Instagram. You don't have to follow me or nothing. I have like 20 followers, if that. Um, but yeah, you can ask me stuff on there. Talk about Bruno. Yeah, Lotus, you could definitely run mine, dude. Can't be any worse than what KGM did to my stuff when he came to visit. We were like little kids. Trying to get down that way for Cletus and Cars in April. If I can, I would definitely try to stop it. Dude, Cletus and Cars would be sick. When is that? It's in April. April what? I might have to take off and go to that. That'd be fun as hell. That place they have set up is cool, dude. When we went there for Armageddon, that was sick. It was like the first year they did it, so it was a little lackluster, I have to admit, but overall it was just fun. I was surprised how many people knew me. Chef Beardsley, Kamikaze, just like here. Don't expect nothing fancy on there like you put. I just I forget I have it most of the time, and then I'm like, oh shit, let me put this up there. April 6th. Yeah, I might take off for that. I have like 80 something hours of vacation time to use and like 74 hours of sick time because I don't see the point of calling out sick when you work from home. So it's kind of like I'll just deal with it and use it for when I'm sick. Beautiful. Yeah, Kamikaze, you ever in Florida again, hit me up, dude. I might cover this LED part, but I might not. The most thing I'm worried about was the fan. Again, I do this on all my rigs. It's I think it's April 6th. When is that? Cleats and Cars would be sick to go to. Let me change my ugly mug here. Let's see. April. April 6th is a Monday. It's Easter. Easter's on the 5th, and then is it Easter? Is it on Easter? You'll probably be there in February. Yeah, Kamikaze, hit me up, dude. If you're not busy, you know what I mean? You can hang out if you want. If I'm ever out your way, I'm definitely gonna hit you up because I would love to visit there, man. It looks beautiful. End of February. Yeah, dude. You ever have some free time? Hit me up, dude. This is pretty much buttoned up now because again, we fixed the two broken braces in the front, fixed the leaking shock, put the screen on the fan, which I meant to do when I built the thing. Everything else is pretty good. Like I said, this 12S rig is an absolute tank, dude. Boom. Put the tires back on. Again, I'm not a big fan of these tires. They're extremely heavy. Um, big fan of the tread, but these Proline Badlands for fifth scales, heavy tire, but for this rig, they're perfect because the amount of power and stuff it has, they actually hold up really well. But I personally don't run these on like my 8S Outcast and stuff. I just think they're too heavy. Um, but on this, it's perfect. So just like I normally don't run aluminum bulkheads, but with this, I run the Vitavon ones. Let's go over to up a little bit. But honestly, I know I'm. You can call me a M2C fanboy all you want, but dude, they knocked it out of the park with this Mega Creighton setup, dude. They really did. And the way the motor's cradled in the back and stuff, awesome design. And it looks like they're doing that for the smaller rigs now too, which is fantastic. So you don't get that motor slap anymore. Beardsley, I'm out. Nice to see you, brother. Take care. All right, Kamikaze. Yeah, dude, ask me whatever you want on the Instagram, buddy. And yeah, keep in touch, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in here, dude. Again, if you guys don't know Kamikaze, link to his channel up above. Like nobody bashes like that, dude. April 10th and 11th, Freedom Factory. Because I'm like 3 hours, 4 hours from there. So definitely be cool to go see that. You'd be surprised how many people don't know him. I'm not gonna lie. When I met him at Armageddon, um, I was like, "Oh, dude, nice to meet you." And we're just like shooting the shit, talking, and I was like, "Oh, like, like I'm very blunt, so I'm like, oh, why are you here? Like, are you just hanging out? Blah blah." It's like, oh no, like I'm Kamikaze, and I was like, what? Like I don't. And then he showed me some of his videos. I was like, holy shit, that's you, bro! Oh my god, I like lost my mind. I was like, I see your videos all the time. The only other thing you got to do is put the screws back in the ESC. Focus, focus. Almost time to break it again. Yes, sir. It really wasn't too broken though. Leaky shock and that one screw backed out. Other than that, she's held up pretty good. And I don't mind when those plastic front ends snap because, like I said earlier, I have that purposely plastic because I wanted a weak spot there. Beautiful. And then what I do here is with for the screws that go into this cover, I just take my razor blade and just do an X so the screw can go through there. Plus, it kind of helps hold the screen down, even though it's glued. I don't like to cut around the holes. I'd rather it go down with the screw. And of course, the screws are underneath this truck. It's heavy as shit. It's honestly impressive how heavy this truck is, but like you would not know it running it. It's insane. Focus. Yeah, 100%. That's why I have those plastic things in the front, and certain things are still plastic because of that. Like I said earlier, I normally run plastic bulkheads. I'm a big fan of those, but for this, I couldn't. It's just too heavy and too much power. Is my thing? Where's my thing? Where's my handle for my? Of course, underneath this truck. Summer Nats at the Freedom Factory. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm not too far from there. 3, 4 hours. Clear some cars I'd have to get a hotel because I'm not going to do that and then come back right away. Boom. The monster is done. Would you look at it? Would you just look at that? Focus. Beast, dude. Just like the size of this motor is insane, dude. I thought when I got my first 800 kV for Hobbywing for my original Outcast, it was big. But putting that next to that makes it look like it's nothing. Well, I forget how wide my bench is. I think it's 2 foot or more. I want to say it's 2 foot. Yeah, about 2 foot, about 25 inches. So, and look, this has a hard time fitting. Yeah, dude, these motors are insane. Let me see. I have it empty here. Like it's bigger than a beer can. Like it's hard to tell with it out of the in the truck, but it's bigger than that. Like you know how people say Coke can motor? Yeah, this is bigger than a Coke can. It's nuts, honestly. Yeah, it's bigger, honestly, than a can. It's nuts, dude. I'm curious to see because the natural progression of this hobby is someone's coming out with an RTR 12S. You know it's going to happen. Who's going to be the first one to do it? You know what I mean? It's just the progression of where it's going. Especially after Hobby Wing made this, the Max 4 combo. Little, it, like, don't get me wrong, it's super expensive, but it wasn't as expensive as the older 12S stuff. So, like, You know it's going to happen. Someone's going to toss this into, or something like it, into an RTR. The question is, who's going to do it first? That's a good question. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to do that first? The X Max comes 12S. That's an 8S rig, bro. X Max is 8S, dude.